Good morning, everyone. How is everybody today on Monday, January 17th, is it? I believe. Here in St. Louis, Missouri, it is cold. Again, we're still dealing with winter. We will have winter up till probably April, sometimes into the beginning of May. And I am just, I don't know, hanging out here, paid some bills this morning, going over things like I do on my Monday morning, typical Monday morning. Let me give you a little tour here of my office. I'm on my iBot program, but I don't have the phone connected to the iBot. It's charging in the other room, but I like the filter on this. I like the lighting, and it works so much better. So let me straighten up here a minute, and I'm going to give you a little tour of my office. Y'all know I'm Kitrin Marie. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm an artist by birth, always lending my hand where my expertise is needed. I business coach. I teach a variety of art classes. I love to write. I love to speak. I love having an audience, not because of ego, but because I like to be informational. I like to share the knowledge that I have. So let me, let's see, it won't turn, once I, where am I at here? Once I'm in this program, it doesn't let me flip. So I'm going to kind of give you a panoramic. If you, let me think how I want to say this. If you have some really, really important papers, documents, files, get yourself an old-fashioned file cabinet. It is so, so important. I love this thing. It is old. It is ancient. Picked it up in a yard sale or an estate sale. Got my little plants. Love, love my windows. I have one of my vision boards over here. Is one of the classes that I teach. Right now, let's do this way. I have my other vision boards up there because I'm trying to gather information to teach some classes, teaching a vision board, how to put one together, how to live in law of assumption and law of attraction. Let's go back this way where you can kind of see. I haven't taken my tree down yet. No, don't judge. My living room, pets are all in there. My office space that I have right here. I have my laptop. I am on my YouTube channel right now on the laptop. Just looking at the new views. I have my Cricut that I use for my vinyls, my graphic design. And then, of course, I have my ancient desktop that I still use. So this is like my office space. At one time, let me get situated now. At one time, this was my dining room. I had my dining room table in here, and when my older kids came over, or whomever I was having over for a holiday meal, this is where we would share our little space. And my older kids have gone on. They've moved farther out. I see them at their homes now, and I thought, you know what? You work with the space that you have. You utilize what you know how to do in the area that you have available to you. And until I go on to my next home or my next office space, this is what I'm using. Let me grab my cup of coffee, and we're going to talk just a little bit this morning about your big picture and your dream and how it's so important to stay focused on what your big picture is. I'm going to tell a little story here. And like I said, I love this filter. It gives a cloud effect. And I don't know the name. It's whatever the iBot program is. And, I don't know those things. I have to go when I have to look it up. But anyway, I want to tell a story this morning, a little bit, about when I was a little girl. because it's important. Where you are right now in your life has a lot to do, sorry for the glare, has a lot to do with where you were in life at the age of 6, 7. You can't go through life being angry at your childhood if you do not understand your childhood. And you have to understand your parents, when you were little, they were doing the best that they knew how to do with what they had to work with. And my sister often reminds me of that. So let me tell you the story about my dad, because I think whatever has transpired in my life mostly has come from how I related life to what my dad's views of how he thought I should live life. And although I'm very independent, and I am very much an independent thinker, I have taken the things that I've learned and I have tweaked all of it. That's the thing about when you're a grown-up, you get to look back and you get to pick and choose the better parts of your life growing up, and you get to become something more, and you get to expand on the things that you did learn. Nobody says you have to do it like your mom and dad. Nobody says you have to stay in that anger. Nobody says you have to take all those toxic traits and take them with you into your life for the rest of your life. It's not how it all works. So when I was a little girl, my dad was a drinker. He was a big drinker. He was more than a functioning alcoholic. And sadly, at the age of 59, it took his life because of his life choice in being an alcoholic. In 1992, he died from liver cancer. He was a heavy smoker. My dad worked hard, and money was everything to him. He thought if he bought things for people when he felt it was necessary, life was supposed to be okay. Oftentimes, Dad bought affection by gifts that he bought. Now, anybody who knows me, money means nothing to me. Gifts mean nothing to me other than birthdays and Christmases and special occasions, because those are the things that you look forward to when you receive a gift, because it's just a happy occasion, a momentous occasion. So my dad, though, after my mom died in 1968 at the age of 31, which is a whole other story, my dad loved the ponies, loved gambling, loved the racetrack. And, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and if you go over our bridge into Illinois, right now we have Fairmount Racetrack. And when I was a little girl, we had not only Fairmount, but we had Cahokia Downs, I believe is what it was called, in East St. Louis. Not the best area, not the best neighborhood. Seedy people hang out at racetracks. But my dad, he associated with not so much the seedy people, but he associated with people that owned horses. He associated with racehorse jockeys. He, being a big gambler, loving the ponies, spent a lot of time at that racetrack. And he would often take me with him down to the racetrack. And being a little girl, you see on TikTok and you see on Reels, on Instagram, and you see all these little girls that are in the barn, in the stable with the horses, and the horses are reaching their head over and the little girls are reaching up. And that was me. That was me when I was a little girl. When I was 6 years old and 7 years old and 8 years old, my dad would take me down to the paddock and I could roam that whole stable. And it was a hustle and bustle, and there were little jockey guys, and they are small guys, let me tell you. And then there'd be the bigger than life horse owners. And my dad would say to me, when you grow up, you can do this. You can be this. If you want to be a racehorse jockey, you can do this. And I was thinking, I'm a fat little girl, Dad. I was a chunky little girl. I was quiet. I was to myself, very much an introvert. You would have never have known I was even in the room, a far cry from where I am now. So I grew up loving horses. I grew up knowing at one point in my life I was going to own a horse. I was going to own a ranch. I was going to live on a farm. Now I'm 60 years old. I acquired my first horse this past summer. I plan on getting another and probably another in the next, let's say, year and a half. My bigger picture has resulted from that dream when I was a little girl. And I have held on to that dream. I have held on to what that end result is going to look like. Life happens. Things get in the way. People get in the way. People drain your energy. People suck the life out of you. But you have to remain in that vision that you see in your head. Now, when I'm teaching my law of attraction, and if you look at my vision board that I've put together, not only do I use it as a model for my class that I teach, but I use it for how I live my life and for the things that in my mind I am still in my vision of what I have seen since I was 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old. And holding the big picture, that vision in your mind, no matter what crap you go through, no matter what is happening in your life, and I'm losing some of my, there, let's do it like that. Whatever crap you're going through, whatever vision that you have in your head, you have to hold on to it. You have to hold on to that big picture. You have to hold on to what you see as the end result. I don't think right now a lot of us are in places that we want to be. I think a lot of yous are out there with people you don't want to be with, people that, let me move this around here, hang on. There we go, let's do it like that. I think a lot of yous are with people you don't want to be with. I think a lot of yous are living lives according to what somebody else is expecting you to live. And you have forgot how to use your imagination, and you have forgot how to function on your own and how to get yourself back to what that original dream was when you were 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 18, 21, 32. You're never too old, and it's never too late. People waste more time. They waste more money on things that mean nothing, really. You know, you can't take it with you. You just can't. My dad couldn't take his with him, and he tried. He held on to it for the longest. Up until the day he died, he held on to his money. You know, money is to be spent. Money is to be released back out into the world. You know, it's the way that you approach prosperity and abundance and the way that you look at the money that you have. I always say I live life in abundance. I live life very prosperous. Every dollar I spend comes back to me tenfold. Every opportunity that I want needs me more. And those are a lot of things that I do teach in a lot of my classes. So if you're in the St. Louis, Missouri area and you want to learn more how to get back to your authentic self, how to get back to those dreams, how to start living life and loving the people that you're with, that are bringing joy into your life, that are bringing inspiration into your life so you can live a more purpose-filled life. So for today, for tomorrow, be happy, be blessed, be thankful for everything that comes into your life. Remember, fate does turn on a dime, and you get to decide what side of that coin you want to be on. If you would like to send me a message at kitrinmarie@gmail.com so you can find out all the details on how you can sign up for any of my classes. If you would like to help donate to my Ruby Girl, you can go to paypal.me /Kitrin Marie. $1, $5, 10 cents, 25 cents. It all goes to my Ruby girl. If you're interested in any of my merchandise, you can go over to kitrin-marie.weebly.com. I do have some new things in the works that will be coming out here real soon. So y'all take care, and I will see yous all. Oh, the tree's got to come down today. But I will see yous all real soon. So take care. Bye.